Assalamu alaikum. You are watching Vision Point and I am Dr. Khalid Mahmood Shafi. Let's imagine Pakistan's emerging security threat might not come from across the border, but from the sky above or the ground beneath. Yes, climate is no longer a background issue. It is a frontline battlefield. Floods, droughts, heat waves, melting glaciers, collapsing coastlines. This is not just about weather. It's about war readiness. It's about survival. And it's already reshaping how our military operates. Today, we decode how climate change has evolved into a traditional security and defense issue, especially for a country like Pakistan. Pakistan is one of the most geographically diverse countries on earth, and every terrain zone poses a different military challenge. Let's see the northern front, Gilgit-Baltistan Sechin line of control. Soldiers face minus 40 degrees centigrade, thin air, avalanches and blizzards. More troops die from weather than bullets. Sechin is not just a border issue with India. It is a war of endurance against nature. Southern deserts, Tharparkar Cholistan. Troops fight not just enemies, but 45 degrees heat and above. Sandstorms, dehydration, armor melts, electronics fail. Night warfare becomes survival strategy. Coastal belt in Karachi and Makran. Monsoon and cyclones, they threaten naval assets, port security, and other infrastructure. Rising sea levels could jeopardize strategic and coastal bases. Forward operating bases and airfields inundated with floodwaters make the runways non-functional and flying impossible. This isn't future speculation, it's our daily defense reality. Now let's go high-tech. Modern wars rely on drones, radars, satellites, and missiles. But climate disrupts them all. Fog, dust storms, cloud cover blind our surveillance. Drones can't fly. Thermal and optical imaging breaks down. Ballistic missiles become unpredictable when wind, temperature, or humidity shifts. Even every deterrence and target systems are weather-bound. In South Asia's volatile environment, this can mean the difference between peace and accidental war. Now let's talk hydrogeopolitics, the real strategic flashpoint. Pakistan's life runs on the Indus River fed by Himalayan glaciers. But glaciers are melting at record rates. India already controls upstream flow. Water stress is equal to national security crisis. And to that, flash floods, crop yield decline, rural migration, food inflation. Each disaster pulls the military into internal rescue, stretching forces thin. Climate isn't just causing natural disasters, it's creating social unrest. When Pakistan Army saves lives in floods, it also sacrifices war readiness. That's a strategic cost. Remember, 2022 floods, over 33 million people affected. The role of military was massive. But while our forces saved lives, assets were lost, vehicles drowned, and soldiers exhausted. Earthquakes, heat waves, locust attacks, our military is always deployed even in peacetime. This blurs the line between national defense and climate disaster management. And here's the issue. Every time we fight climate disasters, we are delaying training, draining budgets, and overextending our forces. Climate is quietly eroding defense capacity from within. What happens when climate crisis hits decision-making centers, causing panic or delays? Air bases, garrisons, nuclear storage, mobility, coastal bases, they are all vulnerable to heat waves, cyclones, infrastructure decay. Climate-induced instability can lead to strategic miscalculation risk, which can result into regional chaos. That's not theory, that's tomorrow's headlines. In the end, climate is not just temperature, it's about timing, tension, and terrain. It affects border defense, nuclear posture, surveillance accuracy, social stability, and strategic diplomacy. Pakistan's future security lies in climate resilience. We must build weather adaptive bases, integrate climate into military strategy, train forces in multi-terrain, multi-disaster warfare, push for climate security diplomacy with neighbors, and most importantly, educate our public that this threat is real. To the thinkers, planners, and young defenders of Pakistan, the time to act is not tomorrow, it is now. What we need is climate action which is fast and fair. Thank you for your time and attention. Pakistan Zindabad.